Hello, 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 hello. Me and my coffee. We have started streaming today. Actually, I'm going to take my bracelets off because they're making noise on my glass table. Okay. All right. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Uh, I I was researching something and came across something that was rather exciting that I want to give a try. Um, It's called Artist Trading Cards. And I've joined a number of groups, and the ones I'm gonna they're groups on Facebook. And basically, uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna focus primarily on trading with Canadians because postal rates and everything are so crazy, crazy expensive. So, um, basically, what you do is you create a tiny little trading card that is basically the same size as like a magic card or whatnot. And it's 2.5 by 3.5. And you just create a tiny little piece of art on there, and then you gift it to someone, and they gift you one as well. And you don't pay for them, they're not for sale, none of that business. These are just a way to connect with other artists, whether it's in your city, province, state, region, country. Some of them are worldwide, and that is really awesome. Some of them do it in person, some of them do it just by mail. It's very, very cool. And what you do is you sit there and you create your art, and then on the back, I've created my own little things because, yeah, that's how I roll. On the back, you create a little thing with information that says who you are, the title, if it has a title, the number that have been made. Usually it'll say 1 out of 1, so it's original. The date you created it, what you used for medium, like watercolor, markers, hand drawn, hand painted, collage, that kind of stuff. And the location, in my case, I would say Canada. And I decided to include my little digital Canuck Draws uh, QR code so that people can come and watch the cards be made. I thought that might be a cool idea. So this would go on the back, and your art would go on the front. So I pre-created a bunch of backgrounds, black backgrounds, because I'm thinking, well, maybe. And then I will create my artwork on the front, and then I'll trim it all up. It'll be fun. So that's what the plan is. And because I was actually looking at my floor, and on my floor is a very large stack of art that I've created, and it's just sitting on the floor. So, what I was thinking of is that this would be a really interesting way to have a look at some of my art and see if, any of it might be of interest to people who want to trade. So, I created this on stream the other day, and a trick I saw from another artist is that if you create a frame that is 2.5 by 3, and this is a little bit smaller so that I can have a nice black border behind it, you can take this and put this in front of a larger piece and say, ooh, what would look really good? And this one I just created on a whim to try to test out my new paints. And these are Kurtaki paints and pen and a bit of splatter and whatnot. So I'm looking at this going, oh, there might be a couple of possible. Oh, look at that, right? Look at that. That's fun. And so I can sit there and pick out what I like. I can also just do what I did with this one here. And let's see here. These away. These were part of one neurographic art piece that I did, and I didn't finish it, which is probably a good thing. And I just literally cut it up into the right size, and these are part of a different one. And so you can see this one especially, it goes, is it like this? No, is it like this? Maybe. Something like that. Something. And like this, right? So I just cut it down, and now we've got basically 4 artist cards. Now I can leave it like that, or I can embellish it and decorate it and make it fun. So I thought, you know what? I also have a problem. I have a problem with collecting art supplies. So I'm thinking perhaps I can use up some of my embellishments and ephemera and things like that to make some interesting artist cards. One thing I did find as well, being from Ottawa, is I had already cut out these skylines of my city. And I thought, ooh, that might be interesting to put on one of these guys. So we're just gonna, like, just to get a basic idea of what it would look like, I would trim this, and then I would put this, the background, on here, right? And then I would put this guy on here, and this would give it a bit more dimension. And then of course I would trim it. But I also want to put some other embellishment or whatever. Maybe I will cut out a thing that says hello or something. I don't know. But I do know I want a little bit more texture on there. How far does it go? I don't know. Could I just do this? I probably could. I think that's quite pretty. I think that would look really nice. And I could just darken up things and add maybe some gold, because you gotta like the gold, right? Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this away. I do know that my skyline would only go to the edge of the watercolor. This is watercolor, right? And it would only go to the edge of the watercolor. So I know that already. But let's say we want to just jazz this up a little bit. Let's just jazz it up a little bit. And I thought, well, I've got some of these stamps. So why don't we, first of all, I want to clean this edge. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to see, this is all just very, very spur of the moment. If I round off the corners, everything looks nicer when you round the corners, right? So I'll round these corners there. But I'm also going to round these corners, okay? And I'm only using a 1/4 inch, right? There we are. I think these cards are like the cutest things. And I keep hearing people talking about getting Happy Mail. And this is basically the ultimate Happy Meal. So here we go. Do this corner a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So that's rounded, and I'll probably end up rounding off my artist thing as well here. Yeah, because we're gonna want it to fit, right? And I'm not overly concerned about the swirlies getting lost. And if I am, then I can just remake it. I just did it in Canva and printed it on my laser printer. And I thought, well, this will be the thinnest thing because um I'm looking at it going, ooh, everything might be a little bit thick. See, so that fits on really nicely. So I'll just fill that out, and then the art will be on the other side, right? So we'll put that to the side, and we're going to work on this. So the primary colors of this are blue, and I thought this would be good for the skyline because it's blue, so it's very sky-like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some blue ink. Let's see. I have some blue ink, just regular old blue ink. And I'm going to put some on here, and then I'm just going to put some on the edge. Can you see how it just kind of cleans up the edge? I may also put some uh, black on there. I don't know why, but once you do this, and I think I might, if I go like this, it'll just end up further in on the edge. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, let's see here. There's this. I need a brown. That's gold. This is brown. I don't want to mess up my dewies because then it'll be unhappy. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to use that. I'm just going to do it straight off the pad. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to open up my pad. And so here's what the different colors are. So I think I'm going to just go with like this is hickory, I believe. Black soot, no, ground espresso. Hickory smoke and vintage photo. I don't know. I think this might be vintage photo. I don't know. So I'm just going to open this up. And which one was I going to, I was going to use this one. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to use this one. All right. And I'm just going to slide it in there. See, and it just, you can't even see it, but it just makes the edge this dark brown color, right? And then we have a little bit of the blue. See, we only have blue here. So I'm going to do that. Just make sure I've got all that. And here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Good and good. And I put the lid, the blue one, I'm not sure, but I'll put a different one on top of it so it does not drop down. Okay. So I was thinking this stamp here has lots of texture on it. So I'm thinking, what if we did, those are squares, these are circles. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Is this one big one? Oh gosh. You're kidding me. I think I might cut that up. I think I might cut that up. I'll for sure use these circles. And this one looks kind of cool. This one is all just graffiti smears, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this guy here, salt block, And I think I'm going to use this guy. And I will use, first I'm going to use this gray one. We have some on there. I think so. I don't know. These are old, so like I'm looking at it going, I need to use these up. Let's just put this here. Let's see if anything comes out. Oh, see, there you go. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And then we will use, ugh, goodness, these are stuck on hard. Okay. How about a swirly? Swirly, swirly. Why not, right? Let's see, what are we dealing with here? Let's just go black. Let's just go. Oh, that's a bit juicier. That's good. I'll just put that there. There we go. And then why don't we put that back? And I need to wipe this off because otherwise they get wrecked and it's unhappy. And maybe I will do this in like, wonder if I should do this in a silver. I mean, just because, right? Because the blue is kind of a cold color. So if we go with a silver, I think that might be cool. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do this kind of splat thing. And there it is. There. We'll see what happens. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's just go here. Oh, you can barely see it, but it's there. Barely see it. Let's see if it's going to be that faint. Yeah, look at that. Okay. It's just, if I turn it, you can kind of see it. Okay. And then, okay, so if that's going to be really, really faint, let's try something. I have a white marker. Let's see. So this is the brush tip. Let's just see something. If I go like this, because we can, and let's just do this. On the little tippy tips. Let's just see what it does, because we can. Let's do it here. Okay, that didn't show up very well. That's okay. Okay, let me make sure I get it wiped off. Hang on. Because I do not want the marker stain. I know what I can do, guys. I haven't done this in a while though. Okay. So clean this off. And then I'm gonna make a mess here. Let's get our little Versamark out. because I want it to be what I like. I enjoy the texture that's happening here. That's cool. And then we're going to do the Versamark. Okay, so then we have an option here. We can do it in silver pearl, we can do it in snow, or we can do it in clear. I'm thinking we do it in snow because I want to have. Oh, but this is silver. Okay, let's do it in silver pearl because that's what we were talking about, right? Okay, so we're gonna get this nice and juicy here, and we're gonna put this here. So what this does is it gives a medium for this to stick to. So let's just see if we did it right. Let's just see if we did it right. I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't have my stuff here. So let's just see if it sticks. Okay. And oh, it is indeed there. It is indeed there. Okay. There we go. Cover this. Good thing everything is still working. Cover this. Oh, no, we don't want to cover that. We want to put it back in the jar. There we go. Okay, that's that. Put that away. Have this here. Now, let's see. We're going to watch the magic happen. Hang on, let me plug it in. Okay. Okay, it's not working. Hang on, guys. Let me just get this sorted. I'm gonna have to get it back here. Okay, got it. Got it, good. Got it, good. Let's see the magic happen. Goodness, all that for that? Yes, sirree. Absolutely. Yes, see. See? Look at that. Yeah, I enjoy that a lot. Okay, so that is that. Yep, we're gonna do more of that fun stuff. Let's clean it off. get it cleaned off. So this is embossing powder and it melts with the heat gun, and I enjoy that a lot. A lot, a lot. There we go. And then I want to use I got these new fake Posca pens basically just at my dollar store, and I think they work pretty good. Let me get it going. Let me get it going on something else. Hang on. They're brand new. Just got them yesterday. Come on now. There we go. Okay, so let's see how this works. There we are. Look at how bright that is, right? Posca pens are, I don't know, they're just so expensive. So let's just put some circles on here. And we're not going to worry about where the skyline is going just yet. And then we're going to, I want to do more, hang on, let's just see. What does this look like? That looks kind of cool, I gotta say. Okay, where did my skyline go? Here it is. So if we do it here, that's kind of cool. I enjoy that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where to trim it. Let's just take it off of here. And I want it there. I'm going to mark there and there and there and there. And I'm going to use these Sharpie Sharp scissors. Okay. There. And there. There we go. So then this ends up on here. And all I have to do is I'll trim it off. I'll trim it off at the bottom with the rounder, right? So let's do this. There we go. And we'll put this right at the bottom, right there. Everything down. There we go. Oh, I think that looks kind of cool, actually. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Now, what I want to do is I have I have a bunch of words. I want, because this is from like the skyline of Ottawa, I kind of like to say hello, right? So I'm going to see if I have a hello. Oh, I have this. I have that hello. Because my penmanship is terrible. See if I have anything else I can use. Hello, my friend, but they're not my friend yet. I'll save that for when they are my friend. Let's see what else we I don't want anything too big. And these are just things I printed off ahead of time, ages ago. And just in case I want to use them on cards or whatever. You're amazing. Color makes life a little bit brighter. I enjoy that. Color, again, the color makes life a little, that goes with a different one, I think, I want to say. OMG. Oh, there's another hello. Thank you. No. Sorry. No. Thinking of you. Hello. Made with love. Not yet. You are loved. Well, of course, everybody is loved. Hello. 97. Oh my gosh. I'm doing really well. How are you? How are you doing? How's your day going? It's going to be quite hot here too. Um, it was really good to see you the other day. I got a bit of a slow start today, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all going to be okay. Okay. So, what we're doing, I'll fill you in, Karen. This is what's happening. I was doing some research and discovered artist trading cards. And so all they are, I'll explain. They are just these little cards, 2.5 by 3.5. Oh, oh, you take care of yourself, Karen. Do whatever it is you need to do. Okay, so these are just the little cards, 2.5 by 3.5. Should I push something? I hope not. And you trade them with other artists, and you don't sell them or anything. You just trade them. That's all you do. And so you create little cards and put them on different Facebook pages that you join, and you trade with other people. And you can trade them either in your same region, in your same country, or all over the world. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. So I was like, well, I'm gonna stick to Canada because postage is a lot of money. And I thought this might be a really great way to connect with people and to go through some of my crafty stuff, my crafty bits. I have so many crafty bits, it's not even funny. So I would like to use up a bunch. And as I'm watercoloring, I noticed that the ground behind me is full of my watercolors and it's getting kind of crazy. So I'd like to be able to use some of that stuff up. So this is the one that I was just creating. It started from one of the pieces I was working on the other day that I just ended up cutting. This is from one, this is from another, and I just cut them up. So I took one of them and I marked on the edge dark, and I had a skyline of our parliament buildings here in Ottawa. And so I put some texture on the back and I embossed it here just to add a little bit of bling bling. And oh, where'd the back go? I had a back that was rounded. Let me find it. Let me find it. And the other thing you do is you create an information card that gets stuck on the other side. So it's got like the artist name and the title and the number and that when you created it and what it's made from and where you are, etc. And so that goes with that. And let me find where my little rounded corner. You know what? If I can't find it, I'm rounding them all, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to round this one. There. And one group that I joined for Canada, they have a lottery on the last day of the month, and everybody says how many cards they've made and is prepared to trade, and you get entered into the lottery. And if you win, everybody who entered sends you a card. And I thought, oh, that's a great introduction to this little crafty craft. I might enjoy that. So, so this will go on here, and this will go on the back. But I'm trying to decide. I want to say a little hello. That's too big. That's too big. This one is okay. I think I would go over top of the lettering to make it like black. Um, or I can do this little guy and maybe cut him fun. And this one is basically this. You know what? I think I might just go over top of this. And then maybe I will put him up on some little, uh, raise him up a little bit, give him some dimension. But I would have to go over top of this in a black marker to make it stand out nice and black like this. Is see, this one is kind of gray. So let's do that. Let's just get a black marker. Get our black markers. That's fine. And use this black marker. And I'm just going to color it in. Small one? Yeah, this one is too big. This one is like ginormous. And it has to fit in here. So I kind of see this is the same size, but I fussy cut this one. So I'm just going to go with this one. And I'm just going to color in the letters to make it nice and black to stand out. And then I will put it on with some uh, little, those little padded things that raise things up. Oh, words escape me today. Uh, spacers. I'm gonna call it spacers. There we go. Yeah, see, that looks better. It just stands out better. This is gray. This is black. So what I want to do is I want to create, I don't know, I want to create maybe 4 or 5. And I don't want to be too fussy about it though. A lot of them I think can just be my watercolor. And so what I did too is I created, let me show you. I created a little frame that is the size of the little cards, right? And so if I look at something I've made, like this one, remember this one? And then I can put the little frame on top of it and say, ooh, what do I like? What do I think would make a really nice artist card? And then I can outline it and then cut it out. And I've made this space here a little bit smaller so that I can have a background. So it helps me to help to visualize, um, especially when I have the larger sheets of my watercolor art. And then I can just cut them all up because a lot of them are just for practice and fun. And it's not like I'm selling them or anything. So I just do that and it's all good. There we go. That's not so bad, but that really makes it pop out. And maybe I will dye the edges as well, just to make it stand out a bit more. Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this one and then this one. I think I have this hello stamp somewhere, but uh I don't know where it is, and I had already cut this, or yeah, stamped it and cut it. So I thought, you know what? My focus is going to be really using up what I already have, I think. There we go. And then I just take this. I'm going to use no, I'm going to use the black. I'm gonna use the black. And so I'm just going to take the edges because the edges are all white and everything. And I'm just going to do this to color the edges. There we go. And I think I'm going to, where'd my other one go? Here it is. I'm going to use this one to make it a little bit. It just warms it up a little bit. There we are. And I used to make a bunch of greeting cards until I started painting. So I can tap into that kind of thing. I can't get to that little guy without. There we go. Got him. Got him. All right. There we go. So let's just see what it looks like. Hey. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Okay. So let's do this. And if we have this, see, so it's just not so white. White. Hey. Okay. So here are just our little spacers. I was trying to remember what they were. Now these guys, I'm gonna just use the edge because because this is not that big. So I'm just going to use the edge, I think. So let's see, and these are just leftover paper that I stamped on. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna put one here, there. Gosh, I hope you're feeling better. I know I was having some terrible headaches yesterday, and I mean, it's just par for the course, but it's really unpleasant. Uh, and hopefully, you have some good strategies that can help you get through a tough day. That's really hard, I know. And then these little guys here go here and here. We don't want it to end up getting all warpy. I'm using a lot, I know, but it's going to go in the mail, and it's going to, I just want to make sure it's okay. There. Okay, so now we'll take off the back paper. I'm doing well today. I'm doing okay. I still have a bit of a headache, but it's nothing terrible. It's nothing terrible. Um, so it's okay. And so when I was I wanted to start streaming at 9 o'clock in the morning my time. It's 10 to 11. I started at 10 o'clock, I think. Um, I was hoping to start at 9 and it wasn't coming together, and that's okay. I was like, yeah, don't sweat it. That's why I don't have a regular schedule either. I'm gonna stream when I feel like streaming and when it's okay. I feel okay. When my hand's working okay. When everything is working okay. Yesterday I was gonna stream and then I saw Katie was streaming and Janet was streaming and then I was like, no, that's okay. Yeah, I rest when I need to. That's the most important bit. Okay, so I wonder if this needs anything. I'm not sure. I kind of like it solid black. So I'm gonna glue this first. I want this part to be flat, I think. Oh, my little tip is not coming out very good. That's okay. Okay, but I use the glue because I never get it straight and I need to be able to push it down. There we go. I did see the swimmer. Oh my goodness. She did awesome. And our judo girl, oh my gosh, she was so not expected to win. That was crazy. You guys are doing well too. You guys are so talented in the Olympics. It's crazy. So talented. See, so it stands up a little bit, right? See, so we got this nice little shimmy shimmy. Oh, maybe I need to put some, I think I can glue this on now. Maybe I need to put some gems on there. Let me make sure this is. Yeah, I'm gonna stream whenever, so that's why it's always a awesome idea to do the bell. Those people who I really want to make sure I see when they're streaming live, especially like Janet, I make sure I push the bell, and that way I get a notification. No, right? She's awesome. I'm glad I found her. And I thought, no, I'm gonna spend some of my morning with Janet, and I am so glad I did. And it was just so relaxing and chill. I enjoyed it a lot. Make sure I have it upside right. Uh-huh. That would be not happy. There we go. It's just, oh, I didn't do that very straight. That's okay. Guess what? I'll just trim it. I'm gonna trim it. Should have I should have put a little bit more glue on there so I had a little bit more wiggle room, but I'm fine with that. I made these labels a little bit bigger so that it would not be a problem. There we go. There we go. What's her channel called? What is her channel called? I can't remember. I can't remember. Janet Nash. Janet Nash? No, I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if I can see what it's called. don't know. Okay, so this is the other thing I really like to do. I have, of course, like Katie, I diamond paint too, so I always have a stash of these lovely little gems. So I put this stuff on everything. Yes, Janet Nash. Yes, that's right. Um, okay, that goes there. Let me put my pin in here. So I'm thinking I could have, these are all the best sparkly bits. All the best sparkly bits. So I really like these guys. They sparkle like crazy. And if I'm doing, see, because I do have some white, well, I'd like to put a tiny little one. Oh, maybe I have the tiniest little one for up here. I have the tiniest little rhinestones that I can put at the top of our Parliament Hill. I just have to find the tiniest one. Here's the tiniest one I have. Because these are about half the size of these ones. Okay, so this will be, where'd it go? Here it is. This will be for on here. Hey, stop. I think my husband bought it from Timo once, but I mainly buy just when everything's on super sale and go, oh, I've wanted to try that, so let's try that, and I'll get it on sale and then go from there. I'm thinking, see, I finished my little box and I put all my odds and sods that I end up looking for all the time. And one of the things I end up looking for, I didn't put in here. Natural. Okay, so let's see if I have any wax in here. I do, yay. Okay, so if I put some blues, see, I have them all over the place here. Let's do some blue. We'll put this little guy on there for the clock. And then maybe we'll put a couple of little white ones here. And here. And maybe one in the O. See, I get to use up all this stuff. That's awesome. Oh, no, right at the end. Right at the end here. There. There. And there. Okay. I think that's good. Need some black ones. Oh, maybe I'll put a couple of black ones on here. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at it first. Let's see what we're doing here. I know that these ones here will be fine. I know this one for sure, and I know these ones. So let's just get some on. Come on, get open. Come on, open. Let's try this one. See if this one. No, the pen has a little piece of wax in it, and it helps to pick up the diamonds. This is the actual glue. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. It is not 11 o'clock already. Okay, so for sure we're doing this little guy. So I'll pick it up. See, it picks it up. And then I'll put a little Dobble Do Ya glue. There. And then I can put it down. And then it'll be right where I want it to go. Usually. There. Okay, so let's do a little bit there. There. And we'll do one over here. I know. When you're gluing these guys onto something other than a diamond painting canvas, you need to have glue. There we go. And this guy can go here. There. And just pick it up and put it there. It's way better than using tweezers, because tweezers sometimes the little gem will jump off the tweezers, and then you're just basically chasing them everywhere. There we go. Let's get these guys on. This one I wanted to go. Yeah, this little tube is almost bit the biscuit. And then, oh, that's a big Dobble Do Ya. See, it picks it up really nicely. It's really easy. And then we'll put another one in between the L's. There. And then I want one in the H loopy thing. So are you watching the Olympics, Karen? Is that something you enjoy watching? Come on. Fall down. There we go. Let's put it right there. Yeah, hubby's okay. He's off helping somebody work on an old British car, as per usual. They're working on the cars. He loves it. Let's put another one right there. I think they're working on an old TR6, I want to say. Triumph. So somebody is having some health issues, so hubby is gone to help him get some of the fiddly bits done. Yeah, I watch it off and on. I watch it first thing in the morning because it's really late in the evening. and then I will get the summary recap in the evening for me, which is overnight in Paris. Boys and their toys, I tell you what. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, so we'll put that away. And so I'm looking at this going, I think this will be nice. I like how it feels. It's pretty simple. I can write my information on the back. It's okay, even with the gems. And then, and that started out as one of these guys. And all I did was I just added a little bit more texture and a couple of dots and then the gems. And I wanted to use this up. I really did. So I was really happy about that. And I think that's good. Like, I don't know. That's my very first one ever. So I don't know. I think it's good. Hopefully somebody else likes it. And then they can have it and add it to their collection. I hope so. The other thing I really wanted to do, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it, is I had made this up a while ago. And basically, what it is a QR code that sends you to a YouTube video that is all cat videos. And it's funny, 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 funny. And I always wanted to incorporate that into a card for someone because it's fun. And I thought, oh, how much fun would that be for someone to be able to use their phone and scan it? And I don't think I've seen that before. So it kind of makes me happy to think of doing that. So the only thing I think would be necessary is like a really fun background, right? So I'm looking at some of the things I've created. And this is a really kind of fun background. And I thought, where's my frame? Because that was so clever. Such a clever idea. If I sat there and created a background like this or something, and then put this like I did with the hello, and put that on there, and then they could scan it, and if they love cats, then they will be oh so happy with it. So I could do it where it's like this, and have it like smack dab in the center. Or I could have it. That might be fun right there. That might be fun right there. Kind of like this. And then I would just darken this up a lot because it looks like it's out of place. Get some coffee. But I think this background is kind of, fun and whimsical. I think that would be a good fit. And then if I picked an area where there was a certain color, okay, so maybe if I did this, how do I want to do that? How do I want to, unless I did it there. Hmm, hmm, makes you go, how do I want to do that? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Think, think, think. See, I don't think this is whimsical enough. I think this is more whimsy. I think that's more whimsy, but I don't want it to look like there's something coming out of his head either. Okay, so maybe if we did it there. Yeah, I think. And let me just see if I can distress this better because it seems out of place. Seems like it's out of place because it's so darn white. I don't think we want it that crazy white. See, that's even better already. It doesn't seem quite so out of place. And then I can put the dimensional spacers on. Okay, so we just have to decide where do we want. Ooh, I kind of like since I put brown on the edges. Can I put it on the frame? Well, I could. This just tells me how big to make the card. See, the card is only this big, right? That's all. It's just this big. I could have it on a frame, but this tells me where I'm going to cut my card, right? So this gives me a good idea of where I can cut it to make it this size, right? It's really quite small, right? So I'm trying to use this as a window. A window for where I want to cut it. Because if I sat there and I said, okay, I can also, you know what? I think I need to I just need to not overthink it and just go for it, I think. Okay, so I'm going to get a pencil from my lovely trusty box here. And I'm going to just put marks here so I know where to cut it, right? And you know what? I need to not stress about it because this is just a silly little practice thing. That's all it is. And I can make more. Okay, so I'm going to quickly zip this and cut it. Okay, let me just make sure I've got it right. Here she is saying don't stress about it. There we go. Okay, that, and I need to actually be able to see what I'm doing here. That's okay. This is what we've got. That's cool looking, isn't it? That is kind of cool looking. I kind of enjoy that a lot. Does it even need a kitty? I like the kitty idea, but okay, so these are the other pieces we cut. So these can be made into other cards as well, right? And we can use our little window frame to see what it would look like. See, that looks kind of cool. And this is kind of cool. Yeah, no stress. I enjoy this. I enjoy this. I don't think I like it with kitty cat on it. Okay, hang on. Let's put this card in our. That's done. Yay! Yay! Happy mistakes. Oh, Bob Ross. He is my hero, I tell you what. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's round off our corners because happy corners, as Bob Ross would say, happy corners. See how different this looks than it did on the whole entire piece? I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool. There we go. This is rounded. And then we're going to round this too. Happy mistakes with happy trees. I used to watch Bob Ross when I was a kid, and I just thought he was the bee's knees. I enjoyed him a lot. Okay, so I could even probably trim it a little bit. Just a smudgy smudge. Well, wait. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Well, no, I'm going to trim it a smudge more. I have a paper trimmer behind me, so let's just see how this goes. Put it on here so we can see. There we are. No, I need a little bit more. I did a little smudgy smudge too little. Let's see here. Okay, that's better. That's better. There we go. So now I can clean up this edge again. There. Now let's see. Okay, so now we have a nice little border. Right? Nice little border. Loved him. Oh my gosh, right? Oh my goodness, loved him so much. Okay, so that's this. So, question. I think, I'm just gonna maybe edge this in some ink just to soften it up, and I think this is almost can be on its own. I like the dots and I like the texture, and it's got some of this is gold. I don't know if it glitters or not, but it's gold. Okay, let's just see about. Let's just see about softening up the edges. Maybe maybe this should be with a black and white piece. That might be fun. The black and white cat. I don't know if you notice, but it's just softened up a little smidgy smidge. And then this can go on here. And I don't even think this needs any words. I kind of like that. Okay, so this is the back. And I'm going to put, no, no, we're going to just do it this way. So I wanted to be able to do some of just the plain watercolor. And I just like how happy this little guy looks. Like this. I know, right? Somehow it just ended up, oh, it just looks lovely. I enjoy that a lot. Okay, and then we need our artist information. That's me. That's me. I'm the artist. Uh, and I don't even think I'm going to put gems on it because I think it's good just like that. And I'm going to see if I can find a neurographic art that is just black and white, and I think that might be really stunning just on its own. Okay, double check. Is it the right way? Yes, it is. Won't be the first time I put things on backwards and upside down. Tell you what. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I put these inside some books just to weigh them down a little bit. And I'd like to be able to create some like completely different ones from each other. Let's see if I can get this one a little bit more straight this time. There's that funky hand of mine. Not playing the game. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I did better. I did better that time. Yeah, see, I did better, but I made it bigger so that it's... Okay, good. This time it's even at least. And I knew that my hand does not cooperate, so I made sure I made them a little bit bigger so that I can just trim it. Oh, it's so quiet when I'm cutting. Focus. Focus. There we go. Okay, everybody can breathe now. There we go. Yeah, see, it works. A little bit. That's okay, though. I don't think anybody's going to mind, to be honest with you. Okay, so I want to say, just saying, I want to say that's two done. That's what I want to say. They look completely different. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. And then let me see. Few ones that I wanted to look at. Oh my goodness, now I'm going to end up with just as big a pile, except in all bits and pieces. This is one we did the other day, which I think is really cool. That's completely different too, right? And then this is another one. Oh, look, and I forgot a flower. This poor little flower has no markings on it. There we go. Now, yes. Okay, so we've got that one. We do want to use this. I'm going to use this. Swear I'm going to use it. So we've got this one. I think if I could make like 5 that are completely different from each other, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Oh, and you see this? I was waiting for Katie to come on. This is a Zentangle. I hand did this. And they're just repeated patterns over and over again. And then I painted them and added little doodles into them. And I'm really happy with this. Really. And I'm thinking, oh, how would that look? Think that would be good? That's a thing, right? Hmm. And then maybe what I could do is replace these with actual gems. What do you think? Hmm. Here's a Zentangle that I did in black and white. How would you like to live in life? See. If I did the same kind of brown around, oh, they look completely different, don't they? There's this has like round blobby blobs, and then this could go in the middle. Hmm. I enjoy this frame. It really helps me visualize what's happening. Ooh, okay, so that might be a good one. All filled up. All filled up here. You like, okay, I'm gonna say, hang on. Tell me what you think. Okay, this is A. Okay, this is A. And over here is B. What do you think? Do you like A or do you like B? Let me know. Oh, I've been trying. I'm not that good at it. I've just been starting, but I think once I get my flow, I do okay. This one I'm really not happy with, but I think it would work really well in this situation. I mean, same with the practice watercolor ones. They're just kind of sloppy, but I think they would work really well as artist cards, I think. I mean, they're different, they're interesting, they're handmade. I think that would work. This one, I think it needs to be black and white though. And I think once I do the edge work in the same kind of brown color that pops it out, I think that would be really good. B. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look over here. This is B, right? Confirm. Is this the one that you like? Did I do that right? Wait, unless B was down here. Please confirm. This is okay. Let's do this again. A and B. That makes more sense. I'm gonna wait for the video to catch up. this is B. Okay, so this one. Ooh. Yes, I agree. There. Okay. So, perfect. Perfect. Okay, got it. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to trim. I think this looks good. I think this looks really good. And then this will go. Yes. Oh my goodness, you're so smart. Okay. There. Okay. So now I'm going to go and trim this. I will be right back. Oh, hey, let's get all these other bibs and bobs off so that we can have a look. Look at that. That looks cool. There we go. So now we're going to round these corners so that they match these corners, right? Step by step. And then we're going to shade the sides to match as well. There we go. Alright. I'm wondering about the gems entangled if they would make a nice artist card. Awesomelicious. I enjoy that. Well, okay then. That is fantastic. Oh, I have a little bit of. Let me see how this is going to fit because I may have to actually trim. And if I don't, I'm going to erase that pencil marks. Okay, let's see how well this fits. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that border. I know that one piece ended up making so many. Okay, so I'm going to get my little eraser and rub out. There's a pencil on there that will drive me batty. Okay, so I think. Oh, there's my little wax. There it is. I was looking for that for the gems. Now I know it's good. It's in there. Okay, let's see if I can get this eraser mark off without affecting anything else. Oh, yay. Okay, so now I just need to do this. And it's not black, it's brown, but I think that just pops it out a little bit. Okay, so there. Let's put this back in the plastic. There. This goes on here. Right? That goes there. And then this guy is going to pop up. Now, the only thing I wonder is, I wonder if this little guy, needs to be propped up on this as well. You know what? I'm gonna make a little framey do, and if it's not necessary, then I will not use it. But if it is necessary, then I will use it. That's pretty good logic. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little this. Let's, let's just trim it there. I get to use all my scraps. I can't see my line. Hang on. I can't see my line. So I'm gonna use white there. I can't see my line for cutting. I had to take my little lamp downstairs because I couldn't see what I was doing. With age comes bad eyesight. I think so. I think so. I think you're right. Look at that, right? Ooh, I think we're on to something. We just put little by little, we'll get it all together. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna need this. Okay, so we're gonna glue this onto this. Yay! Good call. Everything with a border looks better, right? Everything with a border looks better. Eyeball it. Eyeball it. Let's see if we get it right. I think that's pretty good. I enjoy this little kitty cat so much. There we go. And now we're going to glue this onto here. And then we'll see if we need to do anything else. And I think the three that I've made so far are so completely different from each other. I enjoy that a lot. Okay, so this will go in here. I'll eyeball this as well and see how well that works. Yep, I think that's good. Pretty straight. I'm not gonna fuss. Okay, so this, oh, look at that. I enjoy that a lot. Okay, and then let's get the back on. Where's my other backs? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Maybe, I wonder if I should. Maybe I should just not round off the corners yet and then get it on straight. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to use This is a restickable glue stick so that it will let me reposition it. Gives me 5 minutes. It gives me 5 minutes, and then I think that's a really good idea. Here we are. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the back. Let's double check. This is top. Yes. Right? Yes. Let's just have a look here. So should we have the swirls at the top and the bricks at the bottom? Or bricks at top, swirls at bottom. So there's that. And there's that. What do you think? There, put that away. Pencils away. Put my little oopsie. Oopsie. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Put that away. Bricks at bottom. Perfect. I think you're right. Yeah, nailed it. You nailed it again, Karen. Nailed it. Okay, so now we're gonna make it so that there we go. We're gonna say Kitty goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Good. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to glue this. And I can see it really well. See, on my third card, I'm getting the hang of what I want to be doing here, right? Yep. And then I'll be able to get a really good process going. Okay. There we are. There we are. Oof. Okay. See, now I can even pick it up. There, that looks pretty darn even. Happy mistakes. That's right. Okay, so now what I can do is now I can trim it. So I'm going to trim it this way. And put my glue stick lid back on. Okay, now I'm going to trim it this way. There we go. Oh, see? Yeah, patience. Breathe. There we go. Patience. Patience, patience. See, this is how I get my, this is my physiotherapy. Everybody knows Lisa can't talk when she's cutting. All right. It just takes me a minute. It's okay. Just takes me a minute. And this is why I have an emery board, because it helps me get my corners good. See? Because I know I'm not going to stress about it not being perfect. There we go. There we go. Bricks at the bottom. There we go. Okay, and we're going to put dimensionals on here. Right. So we're going to make sure we've got it correctly done. And I'm going to make sure I put extra on here so that it doesn't end up getting all buckly. There. And there. And I do want to put one in the middle. Pardon my hand. There we go. And one in the middle because we don't want it to, sometimes they get saggy in the middle. Nobody likes a saggy middle. Okay, so I'll take these guys off. That. And this one. I'm gonna go until noon my time, so I have 10 more minutes to make sure I've got all of these, the ones I'm gonna submit today. Maybe I'll do the 3. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. How's that? That looks straight? That looks straight. Yeah, that looks straight. Okay. Uppers has to go out. Okay, come on. Go. Go. Okay. So that's that. Did I do this right? I did this right. Happy days. Happy days. Now, do I want to put a little gem on him because he's just beautiful? So let's put, I do want to put a gem on him. Let's go black gems. Remember the black gems we had? Black gems. These ones. And they've got kind of like orange and all these different colors when they sparkle. So it would go with the brown and whatnot, right? I think so. Okay, so let's just put a few here. Oh, that's a rhinestone. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's the glue. There's glue. Let me close my door. Okay, so let me put my marker away. Hey, Karen, you took my diamond pen thing. Where'd you put it? Come on now. Fess up. Where did you put it? Exactly. I think you're right. All right, so that's not there. Oh, uh, see, you couldn't see. It's right there. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Giving me back my gem holder. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we don't want to put any on this little part. We do, however, want to have some on here and on here. So I think I really enjoy having it in the blank space. Yeah, I think so. And then oops. And then maybe we'll do two here. One here and one here. There we go. And we gotta move these. Everything looks better in threes, so I have to put three up here. I don't know why, but in art, everything looks better with uneven numbers. It's just a thing. Something I learned ages and ages ago in photography and whatnot. There we go. And you know what we have to do then? We have to do three here because that's just a rule. You watch. I guarantee you, Karen, it's gonna look better once I have two more. There. And that's where they will go. I'm not sure if we need to put anything on Kitty Cat or not. I think maybe it looks good. That looks really interesting. And then you turn it over, and then all my stuff will be there. And so, before we have a catastrophe, let's put these away. But these are all extras that I keep from my other diamond painting projects. They're just extras. And I cannot throw them away. It just can't happen. Uh, some people chuck them all into a big jar, and I can't do that either. I need to have them in their separate bags and whatnot. No, I don't think a rhinestone needs to happen in this scenario, which is uncommon for me. No, he looks weird with a rhinestone nose. That looks like he has just got some issues. We don't want to have a kitty cat with issues. Okay, so let's have a look and see our different. Let's clean this off. There we go. Oh, puppy's back. There we go. Aren't they just an adorable size? Okay. This one, and this one, and this one. Wow, they're completely different. Holy man. They are completely different. You know, Karen, I am indeed a Libra. Balance, balance. Okay. So these would be my very first. See, My first 3 artist cards ever. Ever. And I kind of like that this has some shininess in the back, and we got some gems going on. Nothing crazy though, not too bedazzled. This one has no gems at all. And then this guy, he's got a little bit extra. Bam, bam. Especially with the QR code. And it's fun. It is very fun. I think that's really good. Now, I think I'm just going to call this Ottawa. I might call this Zen. Whimsical Zen. I like that title. And I want to call this Cat Vibes. I think would be happy. Ooh, I'm excited. I have my first 3, and then I can put it up into the lottery, and then yeah, I'm gonna take photos of them. I just signed up for Instagram. Ooh. So I want to take individual pictures of them and put them up on the Instagram and to remind me of them, and probably for um posting on the site too, on the Facebook page that uh I'm a member of. And then we'll see. Then we'll see if anybody likes them. Oh, I'm so glad you helped me with this one. I'm really glad you helped me with this one. Very good decisions on the black on the background and the bricks being in the bottom. Very, very good decisions. I'm glad you were here to lend a hand with that. And I'm glad we didn't put Kitty Cat on this because I think it's just interesting. Digital Canuck draws, of course. Of course. I don't have any followers yet. If you're on Instagram, then you can follow me, Karen. Woot woot. I just opened it yesterday, and I think Instagram yelled at me because I tried to follow 2 people or something, and it was like, you're spamming. Ah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just take my time with it. That's awesome. Okay, Karen, I'm so glad we got to hang out today. I hope you rest well today, and I hope tomorrow is a better day for you and that you're feeling even just a little bit better. I hope so. I really hope so. Okay, Karen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was great fun, and I'm so glad we got to create all 3 of these. I enjoy them. I'm actually proud of them. I think they're going to be good. Okay, I will watch for you on Instagram and I will follow you back. And I gotta clean up my mess. Oh my gosh, I made such a mess. And then maybe next time, maybe tomorrow, I'll create some artist cards out of this one. Yay! Yeah, I think I'm gonna really enjoy these artist card projects. I think it's gonna be really, really good. All right, I'm getting ready to hit the button. Bye. Have a good day.